A very different video live than usual. Hold on, Joshua's freaking out because he wants a banana. 1 second. Okay. Joshua, come have a banana. Here. So, just eat the banana and stop. This boy's been asking for a banana for the last 12 years. Anyway, if you're here, yeah, little whip. That's because you probably had your bell icon on, didn't you? So, like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a different video because I wanted to share something that happened today. And it also ends up relating to Joshua, so bear in there with me. In short, it's about God. This is about something that happened today with a boy, a gentleman, not a boy, a young man today, and how it ended up in prayer outside in a parking lot for Joshua. So I'm going to share that because it's, you guys know I'm Christian and these sort of things mean a lot to me. So I'm sitting in a parking lot charging my car today. And, it takes about 40 minutes to charge my car on a fast charger. In the midst of that, I'm dealing with DCFS, the Department of Family and Children Services. I'm dealing with them all day about getting my rate adjusted for Joshua. So if you're not sure, when you're doing foster care, you get a monthly stipend per child. Someone just sent me a text message and I got distracted. You get a monthly stipend per child every month. And once you adopt that child, the rate stays the same and you get that for the next 18 years of their lives every month. Well, because some of the disabilities or different abilities that Joshua has, I've received a higher amount stipend than typical every single month that I've had Joshua. Now, one reason I get that is because it's very difficult for me to find work that is that works around my schedule with Joshua because he requires so much attention, 24 hours a day. All right, here. Look at this kid. He requires so much work, 24 hours a day. As I've shared, he has difficulty walking because he has left side weakness on his body. So he kind of like stumbles a lot when he's weak. Hi there. He stumbles a lot while he's... also, if y'all find this valuable, please give me some of those superstars. I really appreciate that. It helps a lot. He stumbles a lot, and now he's falling over when he's walking because he knows he can walk and he wants to. But because of the weakness on the left side of his body, he's falling because he doesn't have the strength to stay up as much. So what's happening is he's falling, hitting his face forward. He's falling into things. And I have to watch him all day long. The daycare, he's got 7 therapies a week. Literally, he's doing okay. He's doing okay. I see that in the comments. 7 therapies a week that some of them I'm there for, some of them if I can't make it, I'm not there. But that also comes with a lot of arranging schedules. Sometimes his therapist, like for example, one of his therapists is going on leave. So I have to find a new therapist. I spent days getting a new therapist and we're still trying to work out the schedule between my schedule, his schedule, and the daycare schedule. All of these different things take a lot of time. Well, when I was talking to DCFS today, we've been going back and forth for about a month on getting his rate adjusted to a higher level because he has a diagnosis that I don't really want to share right now. He does have a diagnosis that puts him at a higher level of care, is what they call it. So, but to do that, they have to have certain documentation from regional center. Okay, hold your horses. He has to have certain documentation from regional center. If you don't know what regional center is, in the state of California, there is regional center, and basically what it does is it's like early head start for toddlers, and their objective is to, you're chill. Thanks, I appreciate that. Where are you from, bro? Their objective is to get the toddlers who need more assistance to a level of preschool age, so that they're going into preschool. Ready for their developmental age. Well, Joshua is most likely not going to be there at that age. And that's why he has all his therapies. Well, Regional Center has done everything and anything that they can do to get DCFS the information. Oh, Washington, nice. I have a cousin who just moved to Washington. They've done everything to get DCFS this information. They've called, they've sent letters, they've sent emails, and DCFS is continuing to push back saying, oh, that's not what we need, that's not what we need. So finally today, I got really, really upset. I don't know what 6-7 is, please let me know, Vortex. And I said, listen, you guys don't understand. I can't work because I'm constantly caring for my child. And I straight up told them this on the phone. I said, it's 2 p.m. on a Monday afternoon. All of y'all are working right now. You guys are feeding your children. I can afford to feed my child. We have a house, I feed him, all of this stuff, okay? But you guys are taking care of your family. You guys are feeding your kids. You guys are working to provide a great life to your children. It's 2 o'clock on a Monday. I have been in doctor's appointments with Joshua from, well, I had to get him ready at 10 o'clock, drive there at 11 o'clock, got there for the appointment at 12 o'clock, didn't leave there until 1:45 p.m., and to get him to daycare by 2 p.m. I don't have the opportunity to just go take a 9 to 5 because I don't have the opportunity. He requires so much attention, doctor's appointments, everything. So I'm trying to explain this to them, and I'm not happy about this. Like, I'm not happy. And they're like, oh, well, we have to call you back. We have to get back to this. We have to talk to the supervisor. I said, no, I don't want you to talk to her. I want to talk to your supervisor. I'm already talking to the guy's supervisor. I said, I want your supervisor, because she's the one saying that this doesn't count. Finally, it's 4:45. Here he comes back for more banana. 4:45 p.m. today. She calls me back. Here, bud. Here. See, he just fell again. Come here. Oh, sleepy boy. Have the banana. Here, have more banana. Why don't you go watch Elmo? Where's Elmo? It's a big old bite. Go watch Elmo. God, guys. Go watch Elmo. Anyway, it's just a lot of arguing with them and back and forth. I get 4:45, the supervisor, and it's a meme. I didn't know that. And I said to her, I don't care that you're almost off. Like, I've been dealing with this for so long. Long story short, she calls me. She calls me and says she'll call me tomorrow. Here's where God comes in and like the amazingness of life. I'm sitting outside I'm sitting in the parking lot getting my car charged, and I'm like sitting on the curb because it's nice out. I'm like, oh, let me just sit outside, and there's some grass, and I sit on the curb by the grass. Well, this guy walks behind me, and I looked up at him, and he just kept walking, and are me and the Vortex, I don't know, maybe you are. People come in and come out. Like, I end up seeing the analytics, and like I see people just come and go. Some people stay in chat, whatever. Anyway, because it says there's 4 people here right now. There was 13 earlier. Anyway, so I see him, I look up at him, and I'm like, oh, okay. At that time, I sent a text message, an email to my church. Thanks, Little Whip. I sent an email to my church and I said, how do I put in a request for a prayer request? Because I was so frustrated and I'm just like, they're calling me tomorrow. I need prayer that all of this is going to work out, because I need the adjustment. I'm going to have to go very soon, okay? Here. There you go. I'm like, I need the adjustment, because I just do, financially. And I go back to my car. I'm sitting in my car, door open. I got my feet up, chilling while my car's charging. And this guy comes up and he says, hey, can I talk to you? And it's that guy. And straight up, I was like, oh my God. And I was like, you scared me. And he says, hey, I'm just out here saying hi to people. I'm just like, really loving my faith and my God. I'm out here talking to people. I said, okay. I straight up thought he was a Jehovah Witness, and no harm, no foul to Jehovah Witnesses. I'm trying to get more light here, but it's not my religion. I'm Christian. But I heard him out, and I was listening to him. I was like, bro, how old are you? And he's like, I'm 19. I'm turning 39 years old in a month and a half. He just fell again. And we end up having a conversation. It turns out he's Christian. Having a conversation on the side of the road, in the grass, on the curb, in this parking lot where I'm charging the car, about how I just asked for a prayer request to my church, and about how everything I'm sharing with you guys now, like the difficulties I'm going through with DCFS and how hard it is. Joshua, put it down. Put it down. And he says to me, can I pray with you? And I'm like, bro, let me show you something. He's like, I just got off work. I said, what time did you walk out here? He's like, I got off at 5, left right away. It must have been like 5:02. I said, hold on one second. I pull up my phone. Hold on. Leave it alone. Okay? Sometimes you just gotta put them in their place, y'all. It says 5:02. I said, hold on one second. Look, I pull up my phone, and he says, and I say, you see that? And it was the email that said, hi, Cassandra, how do I put in a prayer request? He's like, wow. I said, do you see the time I sent it? It says 5:02. And we're both like, my goodness, like that's not a coincidence. Like, to me, that's God in work, God in action. Because he left. Oh, by the way, when he walked past me, he said to himself, I forgot my headphones. I usually put them on after. I'm out of bananas. I'm out of bananas, bro. I have no more. Where's your water? Go get your water. Go get your water. It's over there. Look, over there. Go get your water. Gosh. And that's fine. Yeah, let me just block you, bruh. Alchemist. Report. I'm gonna report you for harassment and bullying. And then it's harassing me. And then report you. And peace out. And so anyway, oh God, he's in the tissue box. So he passed me at 5:02. And he said, I regretted not coming to talk to you, so I came back. And we end up in prayer. We're like praying for this situation with me and Joshua. He had shared some personal information with me. I'm not going to share that. He had shared some personal information with me, and I got to pray for him. We're like holding hands, me and this straight dude, holding hands in a parking lot, sitting down, praying with each other. To me, that is God in action. I literally was so stressed out all day. And then I get in my car and it's like everything was like lifted off of me. It was so amazing. So amazing. And like, so while this is not like, oh, really about like this is way different than my channel. I just want to encourage everyone, like, look out for the little things in your life that you might be missing. And I wasn't the one missing it. he missed it. I mean, I'm sorry, I wasn't the one looking for the little thing. He was the one looking for me and didn't even know he was looking for me. And that's a true testament to being a believer and missionary work and having some sense of a ministry. You don't have to be a church. You don't have to be, in another country to do ministry. You could just have your own little ministry, and maybe that's just going up to people and talking to them and asking them how their day is. And I just wanted to share that. And if you guys who maybe you are prayer warriors and you pray, or maybe you just are the type of person that just likes to think about people and their needs, please tonight shoot one up in the sky. I'm supposed to have a phone call tomorrow with that supervisor about this situation with Joshua and getting my stipend increase significantly, which allows me to continue to advocate for Joshua. And that's the truth. And provide for him. I just thought that was really, really cool today, how that happened. Oh, and on top of that, we're getting coffee tomorrow to talk about having him on my podcast, on my YouTube, to have conversation around this. And he wants to have me on his TikTok to have conversation about this. It's just really, really cool. And just two Christians. We talked about being gay and Christian and the importance of how I feel about that and finding a church that is supportive of me for who I am. Yeah, I don't know. It was just a really cool conversation. That's it. I hope y'all found something fun and interesting or thought-provoking about this live. I know it's very different. But I'm going to bounce. I need to get him ready for bed and in bed. It's late. It's 9 o'clock. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Don't forget, make sure you guys subscribe. I'm not just saying this. Hit the bell icon, because YouTube has changed its algorithm, and it's giving different videos to different people, and there are quite a few. I wish I would have put the retouch button. That's the retouch. Yeah, actually, I don't like it. I need to get my face back. Whatever. You're not seeing the videos that you want to see. And I'm not either. They've changed a lot. So hit the bell icon so you get notified when I'm live, when I post, when I put out a new video. Okay? I love you guys. Peace out. Thanks, Lil Whip. Thanks, Shawang. Thanks, Vortex. And that's all who commented. And thanks to everyone else who came on here. I really appreciate it. This will be posted on my page as well if you want to watch it again. Watch back. All right, night. Sleep well, you both. And you sleep well, too, because you said it's midnight. You must be on the East Coast. 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. Yeah, something like that. All right, bye, guys. Love you all. Peace. How do I shut this off? I always forget how to shut this thing off.